the story of a historic 2 days. Never before have any locomotives, other than those belonging to the company, been allowed on the lines of the Romney Hythe and Dymchuch Railway. And now a proud stranger, the Sutton Flyer, has been invited to prove herself on this main line in miniature. Everything is shipshape and Sutton fashion. We took the Sutton Coalfield spur and even laid our own branch lines on a considerable gradient. Captain Howie, the owner of the Romney Hythe and Dymchuch Railway, inspects the proud stranger from the north. This part of the operation is critical. The slightest mistake here could mean disaster at the outset. Anxiety is felt but unexpressed. Have we enough rail? Can we hold her on the ramp? Fortunately, willing hands were to be found without effort. And shortly, without untoward incident, the Sutton Flyer felt strange but secure rails beneath her wheels. We are ready for the great adventure. It was arranged that the Flyer should use the main line only after the last scheduled service had been run. Until then, much work had to be done. The Green Goddess is in steam, while in the background, preparations for the run are still being made. Steam raising, whistle polishing, cleaning, oiling. Did ever a locomotive receive such attention? Nothing short of showroom condition will satisfy us. Great interest was shown by the local drivers, who had been awaiting our arrival for several weeks. At a conference of railway owners, with an exclusive membership of 2, some doubt was expressed by one half of the meeting about the ability of the Flyer to cover the 15 miles from Hythe to Dungeness without losing steam. The other half of the meeting absorbed this suggestion with confidence. Steam was raised, and even greater interest was shown by the drivers and local officials, now that the Flyer was at last alive and ready to prove herself. To prevent locking, special oversized buffers had been made and were fitted. No other special equipment was required. We moved up and down the sidings and over the points to be sure that the narrower tread on the flyer's wheels would not become fouled between the frog and the check rail. All was well as we paraded before a critical audience. Odd that Captain Howie's timepiece should be so much out of scale. We shall have to be on time. After coupling up 3 of the local carriages, we took on water and were ready to depart. We are off at last, with a friendly wave from a local driver. Across the marshes in the evening sunlight to call at Dymchuch station, cheered on by the local folk who had called to see the trains go by. Hythe, we traversed the complication of points and crossovers with great care, and then turned round to re-enter the station, ready for the return run with 4 carriages. The load had been increased at the request of Captain Howie, who was highly impressed with the performance on the initial run. The local press took a keen interest in this unusual event. So we traveled back. As it was out of hours and staff were no longer on duty, one member of the party made a most heroic effort and raced us to each level crossing to make sure the road was clear. And so to bed. An early start was made next day. As a result of our performance the previous evening, we were allowed to follow a normal service train for the day, but we were not allowed to carry fare-paying passengers. It had been intended that we should travel 3 minutes behind the scheduled service, but we were delayed and actually started 10 minutes behind them. On the 8-mile run to Hythe, we gained 7 minutes and closed the gap to the intended time. We entered Hythe carefully, and then travelled back to Dungeness. Single line working with the staff is in operation between Dungeness and New Romney, so that the scheduled service left an hour ahead of us. And we collected the staff from the train arriving from Romney before we could continue our journey. Where's that little engine got to? Ah, there it is. Once again, we were following a scheduled service at a respectful distance, traveling happily and comfortably within the capacity of the engine. We approach Hythe again for the last time on this momentous day and enter the station to be welcomed by enthusiastic admirers. We were turned round to face home again, wishing that the track ran all the way. It had been a great occasion,